Hello everyone. I just want to get some things off my chest about Satanists using the term Luciferian as if it's just witchcraft and not a actual religion. The other thing is, Dan Bell, once again, will not leave me alone. So, I had to block him completely from my channel because he's leaving comments about me. So, guy's a total prick. As you guys might know. But this video is not about Dan Bell. This video is about Satanists using Luciferianism. So, let me just read a chapter. I wrote a book. It's called Book of Luciferianism. It's currently being edited by a certain but I think the publishing company is Serious Esoteric. It's called Literature, and it's run by Edgar Curval. So hopefully that works out. He seems pretty psyched about it, pretty excited. But I'm just going to kind of read a chapter here. It's a short chapter. Using the name Luciferianism when it's really Satanism. What is the difference between the two supposed devil-worshipping faiths? Satanism is more self-worship inclined and uses Satan as inspiration. Lucifer is a god much older than the concept of Satan. Satan means adversary or stumbling block and is a Jewish term and is another name or title for the angel San Miguel. Therefore, why are there Satanists calling themselves Luciferians? When I picked up a book called Luciferian Rites by Anton de Sade, I was disappointed. It had nothing to do with Luciferianism. Michael Ford is another author who should be a Satanist rather than a Luciferian. He made quite a few books. He's probably a very prolific author. But we're going to get into this a little bit later. Sometimes when I read his books, I feel he does not have a good grip on what Luciferianism is. Luciferianism isn't about shock value, like Ford would have you believe. It's about getting close to pure enlightenment and being a better person. People, unfortunately, are misguided to believe Lucifer is Satan. Lucifer can be traced back to the Sumerian god, Enki, and even the god Set. Setians call Set Satan, claiming the name Satan, or Satan, came from Set and then Tan. The truth is, Tan is another name for the god Enki and does not translate to Satan. Yes, Luciferianism is a left-hand path religion like Satanism, but its roots are older. It's time for people to get their religion straight. Satanists need to stop calling themselves Luciferians. Going back to Michael W. Ford, I have to say he utilizes Luciferianism in the same format as Anton LaVey's brand of Satanism. It is not that a Luciferian cannot use his books, or the Satanic Bible, for that matter, but it is more along the lines that this book, my book, follows the Gnostic Luciferian format. Um, so, I'm just going to stop right there. So, it has occurred to me that I have had issues with Satanists. There is an organization called the Luciferian Society. It's run by a guy who calls himself Lucifer. I don't want to sound like somebody that's entitled or got their feelings hurt or whatever, but the thing that struck me kind of odd about this guy is his claim that Anton LaVey is a theistic Satanist, first of all. LaVey was always an atheist. So his ideas about LaVeyanism are off anyway. The Church of Satan was never a theistic church. And he tries to back it up with like things that LaVey has said and stuff. But LaVey was a showman. He said things to make himself seem like he was theist sometimes. That he actually believed in Satan. Long story short, I made contact with this guy because I was going to join the Grotto chapter that's in Ohio, which is in the Cleveland area, while I was living in Ohio. The main reason why I didn't join was because they were against abortion. And it's not that I'm left-wing or anything. I'm actually quite a conservative. But abortion's kind of sacred in a lot of Luciferianism. Because we don't, at least my brand of it is more kind of Gnostic. You know, I utilize some anti-cosmic in there too, which preaches that, you know, living is an abomination because it's the design of the Demiurge. So, anyway, I made contact with this guy, Lucifer, on Facebook, and he refused to talk to me when I stated that I believe that Lucifer and Christ are one and the same. So he kind of shot me down immediately and then blocked me. So I have watched some of his videos, and he literally confessed that he had spoken to Luciferians before. So I was kind of puzzled as to why he gave me the cold shoulder about that. Anyway. So, what made me discuss this? Well, I was on Facebook, and I gotta tell you, I am tired of seeing these Satanists throwing around the term Luciferianism as if it was witchcraft, magic. It's a religion. It is a completely separate religion. And you see it all over the place. It's become such a trend now with a lot of Satanists to just throw it around and use it interchangeably. But here's going back to Michael Ford. Okay. Michael Ford is not a Luciferian people. He may use the term Luciferian. Hell, he may even say that he invented Luciferianism. He actually likes the Demiurge, okay, the creator. To him, this is another form of the adversary. Basically, he takes Gnosticism, turns it on its head, and decides to revere the Demiurge, the creator. And he calls his followers archons. Archons are, typically there's 7 of them that are in charge of this world. Some Gnostics believe that they were the 7 archangels, the archons, such as Michael, Uriel, Raphael, etc. So he's calling his followers archons. And he likes this, the lion-faced serpent god, who is Lucifer. Lucifer is not the Demiurge people. Lucifer opposes the Demiurge. The Demiurge is Yahweh. Okay, so you have idiots like Michael Ford writing this fucking garbage. Who has zero idea of what this religion actually is. Okay? You are saying that Yaldabaoth, Yahweh, the God that created this world, that created physical matter. Okay, by the way, he did not create us. He created physical matter. So he created the Atomus, which is the physical body of Adam. Okay, so the true Adam is the spirit. And what he did was he created this vessel, okay, and he stuck the spirit into this vessel. And we're living this lie in this world. So you have assholes like that that write this kind of shit, you know. And there are other Luciferians online that have pointed this very same thing out. It's fake. Everything about this organization is fake. And his church got shut down in Texas. Supposedly he's going to try to open it again. And good luck with that. I mean, Texas isn't a good place to open any of this stuff. But, you know, you get what you dish out, I guess. So. But yeah, his version of Luciferianism isn't even theistic. It's modeled off of Anti-Faith, Church of Satan stuff. So another organization that typically does not like the Luciferians is the Satanic Temple. They just call us devil worshippers. But the hilarious thing is they have no problem using Satan for political measures, political means. I mean, if you're going to go at this half-assed, you might as well look at this, you know, follow the actual being that you're talking about, you know, or actually look at it in more of a religious lens. You know, not just turn it into a political machine to troll certain people, conservatives primarily. But they do, I mean, they do some good things, like getting rid of the 10 Commandments at Capitol buildings, separation of church and state. You know, it's unconstitutional having the 10 Commandments everywhere. So, the reason why state capitals typically have the 10 Commandments is because back in the 50s, it was used as a promotion for the film The 10 Commandments. And these huge tablets were created and placed, you know, in state capitals. But the reality is that's unconstitutional because it's supposed to be separation of church and state. So they do a lot of proactive type of stuff. I mean, to be fair, they are aggressively, you know, attacking the notion that the U.S. is founded on Christian principles, and it's not. But probably like one of the most famous organizations that uses Luciferianism was the misanthropic Luciferian order. They were more like Satanists, but you know, again, there's a lot of Satanists that think it's cool to use the term Luciferianism. It's become kind of a interesting catchphrase in a way. But when you go online and you see somebody running a page that's supposedly Luciferian, and immediately you see, you know, things like Lucifer and Satan are the same, it's Satanism. Satanists believe that. Real Luciferians will never tell you that Lucifer and Satan are the same. They're different beings. They're completely different beings. So, and I work with both. I work with Samael also. I mean, I have an image. I have images of him, you know, on the second altar that I have. I have 2 altars in my bedroom. So, some of you might have seen it. So it's not like I don't work with Samael or Satan. It's just that, you know, Lucifer is more of an important deity to me. But they are not the same. So when you see somebody claiming to be Luciferian, and they're saying, oh, Satan and Lucifer are the same, they're not Luciferian. I've never heard that from a real Luciferian. But I just had to do a video on it because I'm just kind of tired of it. It's not witchcraft, it's religion. It's not like you can be, it's almost like a Christian claiming to be Muslim and maybe going to a mosque every once in a while and getting down, you know, their face to the floor and all that, but then still saying that they're Christian. I mean, I don't know if that makes any sense or not, but, you know, you haven't converted, but you maybe do, you know, some rituals or something that are more Luciferian, as if it was witchcraft. So, because witchcraft is magic practice. It's sort of like how people think hoodoo is voodoo. Hoodoo is magic. It can be used by everybody. It's multi-racial, multicultural. But voodoo is an actual religion. So it's sort of like that. How people are looking at Luciferianism. It's almost like they're looking at it as hoodoo, or just magic. There's a guy here, name withheld. I don't really want to tell people his name, but he's like that too. He's into anti-cosmic Satanism, and he thinks that it's just magic too. And it's not, it's a religion. Luciferianism is a religion. So I just thought I'd kind of set that straight with people. Yeah, hopefully my book starts going through pre-sales. I think he said probably March. We're going to start doing the pre-sale. So, yeah. There's going to be 2 editions. There's going to be a standard edition, which is going to be cheaper. And then there's going to be a more expensive edition. It's going to be made with a type of faux leather. It's probably, I don't know if he's going to print anything in color or not. And my original artwork's in it. So, I made sure to tell him that I wanted to keep that in there. But yeah, so we'll see what happens with it. I'm really thrilled. I definitely want to get a book out there. So, yep. Yeah, I'm just going to wrap this up. So, if you liked this video, if you found it helpful, hit like and subscribe.